Hello, Vanakkam, Namaskara, and welcome to Sershan's podcast. So, today this episode will be about Bangalore. In the previous episode, we spoke about Chennai and it got a good reception. And today I'm at Startup Operator Studio. Thanks, Roshan, for providing the space.
Namaskara.
Namaskara. Yes, so this will be a complete offbeat, a fun episode. We'll be talking about anything and everything about Bangalore. A little bit for next 90 minutes, maybe. Yep. So I'm with Roshan Karyappa, who is VP of Marketing at Vimo and also runs this podcast called Startup Operator. Hey, Roshan.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for hosting me at my own studio.
Yeah. And also Dhanush Parekh, who is design lead at Zluri. Hey, Dhanush. Welcome to the show.
Hi. First time doing it. Interested in seeing how podcasts are and what I can do to help you guys out in understanding Bengaluru.
Right. So, yeah. Okay. Because I invited you both because you born here and like lived your last 20-30 years here. And I'm very new to the city. I'm here for last 4 months only. This will be about let me understand Bangalore from you both, from your lens. So before that, as a token of appreciation for doing this, I got you something.
Oh, I think the first person who got us gifts
Yep.
at the studio.
I think you will like it.
Oh, thanks, lovely. So my copy is lost, so this is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Shiva, zoom in. Editor. Okay, and this is for Dhanush.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Yeah, I'll start now. In the previous episode, I was talking with Karthik. He told that we were having a debate about Chennai versus Bangalore. And he said a point that people prefer Bangalore because of the temperature. And what do you think?
I think right now the temperature in Bangalore is 38.
Odd timing, right?
Odd timing.
I mean, we had a heat wave warning also today. But temperature is just one of those things where it is an integral part, I would say, right? I mean, I see Bangalore is a city that you can live in, right? I mean, it's not a city you should visit or you should just pass by and stuff, right? There is nothing to sight see here in Bangalore per se, right? I mean, it's a city you have to experience. I mean, this year has been crazy hot, but yeah, I mean, it'll get better, hopefully. I'm optimistic, once
Cool.
there is some rains or whatever, it'll cool down. Yeah.
Right. Similar thought process here. Like 12 months around the year, I think none of the months are extreme climates.
Yeah.
We have the most moderate climate even today in this 37, 38. While it's really hot for Bangalore, it still is moderately hot for, when you look at all India and things like that.
I'm going to Tirupati tomorrow. It's 41 there.
It's bad in other places. So it is one place where 12 months around the year you can still live without complaining too much.
Yeah. I was in Chennai last week. I'm feeling much better here at this, 2 p.m. at the noon.
Chennai
Yeah.
is a sticky heat, man. It's humid heat, right? I mean, you have to have a shower at least 2-3 times a day in Chennai. Not the case in Bangalore.
Yeah. And I think it's not just something you can put in numbers, right? Not temperature, not humidity.
Yeah.
It's just the feeling of a coastal climate, which is so different than a plateau climate like Bangalore and like a hilly climate like Himachal or something, right? Like each of these, nothing can be captured in
That's
numbers.
true. Yeah.
Yep.
So a 35 or a 36 everywhere, I mean, it can be different.
It is okay for
For
me.
sure.
So, I don't think we used to commute anytime in the 11 to 2 time in the everyday, right?
In Chennai.
Yeah, not like in Bangalore.
In Bangalore.
About us, we either work remote or go to office like 10 a.m. in the morning and leave there 4 or 5 in the evening, right? So, yep, I think the 11 to 2 is the time. It'll be so hard. Yes, it's hard for me, yeah. The second thing, Roshan is with in the startup ecosystem for last almost 12-14 years, Roshan. Is that true?
No, man, I'm old. So I've been in startups for almost 16 years.
16 years, okay. You graduated in 29 or 2008, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
At the time of the financial crisis.
So under startup.
Yeah, exactly. So, didn't get one of those Infi TCS kind of jobs off of campus, right? But which was a blessing actually, because all of the offers were deferred and then like rescinded and stuff, right? And so yeah, I joined a startup and I have been in startups for almost like 16 years, as I mentioned. Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes, both of you are like kind of exposed to startups, and in Bangalore is definitely the startup hub of India, and like it's a great place. So like, why do you think Bangalore become one? Like we have in other cities in India, Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and
So it goes back to the 70s and the 80s, right? I mean, Infosys set up here. People don't know Texas Instruments was again a very key driver as well in the 80s. They set up office here. And all of these folks, set up their offices. The ecosystem kind of builds around that, right? I mean, you have a lot of these engineering colleges, graduating engineers doing some fantastic work and so on and so forth, right? So I would trace it back to the IT services, right? So you had a base of talent, and you had some expertise in building products and like selling it to global clients and whatnot. And more importantly, you had capital for startups, right? So all of that combined, I mean, we're seeing the startup ecosystem of today, right? So again, plenty of the folks from Infi who made money with the ESOPs and everything. I mean, they all put a lot of money back in startups, right? I mean, a few folks even run funds even today, right? Whether it is Mr. Shubulal or Mr. Chris Gopalakrishnan or Mr. Srinath Bhatni, all of those folks, right? I mean, their contributions have been like immensely valuable, I would say. Right? And so it's kind of a cumulative effect, right? I mean, you have that base of talent, you have capital, you have the weather, right? So people don't mind settling down in Bangalore, right? All of that combined, I think it became very attractive for people to come and start here per se, right? And of course, highest number of VCs and so on here, right? But look, I mean, this is not something that I brag about generally, because I feel like startup action has to be spread out, right? I would love for Pune, Coimbatore, Chennai, Surat, all of these places to develop. I don't think startup action should be concentrated in one place, right? Because oftentimes these cities are so stressed, right? I mean, we're seeing what's happening in SF, for example. It's kind of unlivable in places. Right? The real estate is high. There is like huge amount of drain on the resources and so on and so forth, right? So I would prefer that startups are like spread out, and that's happening. I think post-COVID, we've realized that a tier 2 and a tier 3 sort of a startup ecosystem also exists. You look at all these pitches on Shark Tank and everything, these are people not from the metro cities like Bangalore or Mumbai or wherever. So, yeah.
Right. Agreed to that and aligned with that idea, but there is another point that I want to add to that story, right? Like, the startup hub in Bangalore became in Bangalore because Bangalore was a tech hub first. Right? Before it became a startup hub. And it's just that in the 21st century, startups are focused on tech platforms, tech products, easy to distribute, easy to market, go global with one platform using the World Wide Web. So that's how Bangalore became the startup hub that it is today. And why it became a tech hub is also something interesting he mentioned, but I just want to go about 50 years before the 70s. During the British era came here and came to the Mysore King and asked him for land to maintain planes that were flying over India for the world wars, right? So they wanted a piece of land where they could just repair, fuel, do those kind of things, and they wanted a parcel of land, and that is what HAL today is. So the Mysore King had given
HAL means
Hindustan Aeronautics Limited,
right?
The government organization that is one of the most prestigious companies in Bangalore, that is known for its history. It's been here for the longest time.
So Navratna, basically.
Yeah, it's one of the Navratnas of India's PSUs. But HAL set up here during the British era, and post independence the government made it a PSU, and that PSU continued to be here, providing technology to the city, right? So people who wanted to work, that time aeronautics and all was the fad as such. So people who came to Bangalore to learn aeronautics, to work in the aeronautics field altogether, because there was nothing else in India similar to HAL. All right, it became a hub, and then ISRO set up here. these two people formulated the right, the right ingredients required to make Bangalore the tech hub. And why did ISRO set up here was because IISc.
When it happened, the ISRO?
I don't know the year actually.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to,
ISRO, I'll hazard a guess and say it happened in the 60s.
60s, right, okay.
50s, 60s.
A wild guess would be
right.
that. You should watch this.
What about
series
the-
called Rocket Boys?
Okay,
They talk about the entire ISRO setup.
The IISc.
Indian Institute of Science.
Yeah, when it happened? I think in the 60s, right?
50s.
They were all.
Pre-independence.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
IISc is pre-independence. The Tata set up.
Oh, yeah. Right.
IISc was a huge part of the independence effort as well.
Mm.
It was one of the first places in South India where we I don't know the right term for this, de-hoisted the British flag and hoisted the Indian flag.
Mm.
So very interesting knowledge. Bangalore has a very rich history
Okay.
that made it the tech hub. It made the right, like he said, all the elements were in the right place. There were resources, human resources, or even tech resources in the right place, which made it the tech hub for Infi, Wipro to start here.
Yeah.
And then that made it the startup hub. It's the same story that SF today has. SF also started as a military base.
Okay.
Then today has become the startup hub of the world.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Yeah.
all of the old colleges as well, right? Whether it is UVC,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
I don't know how old RBC is, but yeah, UVC
Okay.
is pretty old.
Yes.
What else? And what are the other ones? BIT, I think maybe. BIT is also pretty
Yeah,
old.
BIT is
SRM
also-
BIT is old.
Yeah.
Right? All of these are pretty old. So yeah, we always had like good engineering talent here. So yeah.
Yes, so like I don't know, like I'm not as good in history as you. Like I was reading some book that said Bangalore and the Karnataka, this region is initially called as Mysuru, right?
Yeah.
Then like when Bangalore became a city, that is now a city better than Mysore.
When did that happen? Is what
Yep.
you're asking.
49, I think.
Yeah,
right?
49.
Okay.
Around 49.
Around 49.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pure.
This entire region was called Mysore actually.
Yeah.
Mysore state. It was under the Vijayanagara Empire, and Mysore was never captured by the British as such. It was a princely state that was in very good terms with the British. So Bangalore was just a hub that the Indian government back then wanted to make because they didn't want all the power to remain with the princes and the kings of that time. So they wanted a separate city to be a capital city, and with HAL and all of that back then, they thought Bangalore was a better option. Then even that was military wise, like Bangalore was very focused on military hubs.
Cant area basically.
It was a
Right.
cant area, yes.
Kant area, okay.
And Mysore wasn't as developed as like they both were at an equal stage, and then they were like, why not do Bangalore because it has defense. That's how Bangalore became the capital of Karnataka.
Yeah.
Right.
So Mysore sort of resembles the Bangalore of the 70s or 80s.
Exactly.
now.
It's the retire's paradise that Bangalore
It's
used
the,
to be.
yeah,
Okay,
it's the pensioners' paradise now. Right. But although there's like a ton of real estate action going on there as well. So yeah, who knows?
Yep.
How
So
much time we have.
yeah. Yep. One more thing people kind of didn't like about Bangalore is the traffic. But I don't feel that is a problem. Every city has its own traffic, right? I mean,
No, it is exaggerated to an extent.
yep.
It's real and exaggerated, okay?
it's exaggerated.
See,
Yeah.
I've been stuck in traffic jams in Bombay. It's horrendous.
Yeah.
Okay? That doesn't even move.
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking about
Ah.
okay, I'm not talking about current times, but
Okay.
I'm talking about like 3-4 years back experience also. There are horrible traffic jams everywhere, and there is peak hour everywhere, right? Any metro city with as many people obviously is going to have traffic jams. But what has further exacerbated Bangalore's state is the fact that there hasn't been enough or a commensurate level of urban infrastructure. Right? It hasn't caught up. You can go into like political, social, whatever kind of reasons to it, but politically also, right? I mean, we always had the opposite government at the center and the state. So if there was Congress here, I mean, there was BJP in the power, right?
Yes.
BJP here, Congress in the thing,
Always.
right? But I am hopeful though. Like, look, the metro lines have come
Yeah.
up, right? And that's going to ease a lot.
Is that
more
functioning from Electronic City to this
No,
HSR
not
one?
yet.
Okay.
It was supposed to be open by now, but September.
But yeah,
is what they said.
that kind of public transport, right, will absolutely help. But see, aside from that also, right, it's a very aspirational city. You can't tell someone who is on the climb of the social ladder that hey, don't buy that car, don't commute by all that, take the metro. Right, he's going to show you the finger. Right, I mean that's the truth of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people will buy bikes and cars and whatever relative to their aspirations for sure, right? But I do feel that basic roads and stuff, right, have to improve big time, like big time. Yeah.
I think the core reason is unplanned city.
Yeah.
This city grew faster than anticipated, grew faster than we thought
Yep.
it would.
No, but we had like 20 years to prepare for it, you know.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, right? I mean, look, I mean, it's been happening for God
Okay.
knows how long, right? 98, 99, and so on. And we just have sat on our ass. I mean, we haven't done much.
Okay.
Correct. Instability in the governments
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Mm.
But the point being, like, no matter, I still believe somewhere that even how much was anticipated that Bangalore would grow to be, it has outgrown that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure. Yeah.
I think the government is just playing catch up as of today.
Yeah.
Not just the government, like generally, public infrastructure is playing catch up. And in this process, I think there will be, like a normalization will happen where some people will leave Bangalore because of its issues. But overall, I think like in the next 5 to 10 years, with all the plans we are seeing, the satellite ring road, the satellite rail project, the metro projects and whatnot.
What's that satellite rail project?
The satellite rail project is basically they want to create a railway ring around Bangalore that
Okay.
connects all suburban cities,
Mhm.
and there would be 7 networks that would move into Bangalore towards
Okay.
Majestic. So basically, if you're living in suburbs of Bangalore,
Okay.
so like if you're living in Tumkur or you're living in these cities,
Mhm.
daily commute becomes easier by just using suburban railway. Right, so they're building this infrastructure. So to decongest Bangalore, all of that is happening. So I think in the next 5-10 years, Bangalore will have great infrastructure, and I think we are moving towards that. Traffic has reduced. You look at KR Puram signal today.
Yeah.
What it used to be before the pink line, the purple line opened,
Yeah.
and what it is today itself is a testament
Yeah.
of how public transport has helped the city.
I'm kind of hopeful on that,
Same
right?
here.
I mean that some of these metro lines and stuff, right, will ease traffic for sure. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. One more thing I like about Chennai that I miss here is the local train, like which Dhanush mentioned that, like which is in the construction.
The local trains suck.
Really? Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
what
Yeah.
This romanticism is about this Mumbai
Especially-
rail,
Okay,
and,
yeah.
Chennai rail,
Uh-huh.
and maybe they've like shot too many movies about it and all.
Mhm.
But when I see like people hanging on to the thing, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's pathetic. Like
Okay.
it's absolutely pathetic that we have to smell each other's armpit for
uh.
like 30 minutes and go on the train. Okay? None of it. I want none of it actually. Right? I mean, let it be a new modern, like maybe like one of these Vande Bharat types. I'm happy with that. Right? But yeah, I don't miss the Chennai rails here.
No, like I've been a daily user of the Chennai local train. So it is not in the like you said, like the peak time. Of course, for that 1-2 hour, it will be like
Yeah.
people will be hanging in the doors and like they'll be, even I felt the same in metros here. Like if you go to KSR and like move from purple line to like green line, there will be a line of people standing there and they will get into the metro. It happened.
I don't think it's a 1:1 comparison at all.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
The fact that people are standing in a line itself says a lot, right?
Pretty much,
Yeah. So I think suburban railways and local trains that were there in metro, that are there in Mumbai and Chennai, I think were needed in that era. I don't think they're solutions for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think metros, newer trains like Vande Metro is what they're building now, and things like that is very promising. I think that is very important. So we should build more versions of public transport that are modern enough, that help that not just cater to masses and niches differently, but also cater to general everyday public. Right? So I think that is something that all cities have understood. And all cities are building in one way or another.
Yes. One more thing I wanted to talk is the water crisis.
Dude, we're starting
No,
this
yeah,
podcast
we're just
on such
talking
a-
about very
such a
pessimistic
sad,
things,
sad,
right?
Tragic
Yeah,
note,
yeah.
right?
No,
The
no, okay.
heat, the water, the lack of trains.
The traffic.
I mean, this is what happens when you let all these Tamil guys take over podcasts and tell us.
I'm totally sorry. Okay, we'll talk about dosas now.
That is hitting the
Okay, we'll talk about dosas now. Yeah. Yeah. One thing I really like about the city is the dosa. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I feel that Bangalore has the best breakfast comparing to
No
like
comparison.
no comparison.
No
Yeah.
comparison.
He been to like Ratna Cafe in Chennai. Like, have you been to Ratna Cafe?
I have been to that.
Right. He went to Ratna Cafe and said, dude, that is very normal.
Dude, it's okay, man. It's like
Okay.
that sambar. I mean, people were raving about it. Like, I'll have some DMT experience or something. Okay, but it's okay. It was good. I mean, it's like, probably one of my chittis or someone will make one sambar like that. That's it. It's good.
It's a very controversial statement. I mean, I do still believe, like, on an average, Chennai sambar is like Tamil Nadu sambar is slightly better tasting. It's less sweet. It has more masala.
See, it's like
But dosa's hands
you
down.
can do both. So
Yeah,
I'm agnostic to
Yeah, okay.
sambar, right?
Yeah.
Whether it is Kannada sambar or
Mm.
Tamil sambar. Sometimes I like the Tamil one with the spice, and sometimes I like the Kannada one which is
It's
slightly
sweet.
sweetish.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm okay with both, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, people have strong opinions on that.
I was that before. I used to like fight with Roshan saying that Tamil Nadu sambar is better than yours. But now I kind of like it,
A great idli and a vada, you should have it with a chutney.
Mm.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Brahmins teaches you.
Brahmins, SN refreshments,
Yeah.
wherever else, right?
Yes.
SLV, chutney is the OG.
Correct.
I tried at Venus. There they don't provide sambar. The chutney was OG
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
The OG places don't provide sambar. Dude.
Yeah.
Sambar is like an apology for like the
Correct.
lack of quality of everything else.
Sambar is with Anna only. Why have sambar with idli, dosa?
Yeah.
That is the idea here.
Right.
But definitely, like answering your initial question, yes, Bangalore in Karnataka generally is a very dosa centric place. It's not about the sambar or the chutney. We love our dosas
Yeah.
a lot, and we have a variety of dosas. You have Bangalore dosa, you have Mysore dosa, you have
Udupi is
Davangere dosa, Benne dosa. Then you will have your Mulbagal dosas.
Mulbagal dosa.
Then you will have your Udupi dosas, of course. So there are so many different variants of dosa in Karnataka itself, and that itself shows you the amount of essence or the amount of importance we give to our dosas. Making it differently and tasting differently is just a matter of small changes in the ingredients, small changes in heat, but we appreciate it that much.
Absolutely.
It's not a bad or a good dosa.
Spoken like a true connoisseur.
Yes.
By the way, we call it dosa here.
Oh, not dosa.
Not
Masala
dosa.
Okay, it's dosa.
As long, but it's all forgiven as long as you don't say dosa.
Yeah.
Right? Don't say dosa.
Not dosa.
There are
Okay.
two
It's
notes,
dosa. Okay.
Dosa and dosha.
Yeah.
Dosha. Okay. What's same,
Dosha
right?
is, I think, a Kerala version of
Dosha.
Dosha.
Okay. It's doshe in Kerala. I mean Malayalam.
Malayalis say dosha for some reason.
Dosha. Sha. Okay. Like
But it's dosa.
Yes, dosa.
Just say dosa. That's it.
dosa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's dosa in Tamil or dosa in Kannada and dosha.
Now you got me confused actually. Like, I just like you have to cut to the Jack Galifianakis meme.
See, Bangalore, you go to a shop. You go to Bangalore, you go to a dosa place. Dosa beko.
Dose beko. Beko means give me.
Yeah. I want.
I want. Okay. Okay. Cool. Right. Yep. Not only dosas, I like idlis here.
You been to Brahmins.
I didn't. I have to. Yeah.
What do you like about the idlis here?
I tried only Venus,
Your liking is very questionable.
I tried only Venus and other Udupi places.
Venus is not bad.
Not bad. Okay. I liked it very much.
Okay.
Dude, what happened is it melted. Maybe I'm exaggerating it, but I kind of felt it. It is melting.
Yeah.
Then I should.
Brahmins is good.
Brahmins is great. And spreading this a little further, going to Mysore, there's this place called Mailari.
Mailari also.
Okay.
That place has brilliant idli and dosa. You should visit.
Okay. Right. Okay. Can we give listeners like a 5-10 places they should try dosa or idli?
Okay, which one? Dosa, I mean, I
Dosa.
Dosa, right? Dosa,
Yep.
you corrected me also. So dosa, I will say my top current number one favorite, okay, is Baito Coffee, Baswangudi.
Oh.
I love it.
You told me to visit
I
there.
absolutely
Okay.
love it. That is the number one. Then I like the SLV Benne Masala Dosa also, which is pretty awesome.
Where it is?
SLV is Banashankari.
Okay, cool.
Banshankari BDA, near that. That is my number 2. Now number 3 gets interesting, man. I
Okay.
mean, there are a bunch of like ones that are all like around the same range only. I feel. Okay, but for old time's sake, I will say Vidyarthi Bhavan.
Vidyarthi Bhavan. I didn't try there.
Old
I
times.
did. Okay. For Dosa, right?
So those are the top three Dosa places I will suggest.
Right.
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Dhanush?
My top 3 would be Bangalore Cafe near Ashoka.
I love it. Yeah.
I love that place. I think second would be Umesh Refreshments.
Indranagar, no?
Malleshwaram.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the new Indranagar. I hate it. I hate when traditional places just go like, let's branch out. Brahmins is great where it is
Yeah.
in Basangudi. Yeah, so second would be Umesh. And I think the third most favorite place, it's a little underrated, but it gets confused with CTR. Chikkanna Tiffin Rooms. Have you gone to Chikkanna Tiffin Rooms? It started as a very small shop, again branched out, but very small shop in Cotton Pit, and now has moved to a lot of other places. There's one in Jayanagar, there's one in Malleshwaram, and all. But I'm gonna go.
Which is the
for-
best among
Of
them?
course, the oldest one is the best, but reaching there is almost impossible. Cotton Pit on Gully.
Right, okay.
You can walk there and go if you want.
Okay.
I would just want one special mention. I would want to give beyond the top 3 is Narayan's Dosa in Revenue Road near Raja Market at 12 in the night.
Oh, okay.
So there's this guy called Narayan.
Okay.
He's been serving dosa for the last, I would say, at least for the last 20 years that I know.
Wow.
And he sits at the corner of Avenue Road and that near the Raja Market corner of Avenue Road. And night starts at 11, goes on till 2 a.m. I think. One of the best dosas at 12 a.m. At
Awesome.
1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Got it right.
Amazing dosa place. You
Right.
should go there if you come to Bangalore and in the night you're hungry. Go there.
Right.
I discovered this place called Dosa Manjana.
Dosa Manjana
Jayanagar.
near fourth block.
The onion dosa is awesome actually.
Okay.
Ironically, they have a Salem idli.
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay.
They have something called a Salem.
What's
idli.
the difference?
It's
The
a
what-
tatte idli.
Okay,
But
With the ghee and everything.
with
they
ghee
fries
and
it in the
onion, and
ghee,
he
right?
fries
Yeah,
it with
yeah,
the
yeah.
ghee and onion and
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's tasty. It's really tasty. You should
Okay,
try.
Dosa Manjana is good.
Dosa
Okay.
Manjana
Not
is
bad.
Uh,
Yeah.
What about Italy?
Brahmins.
Idli, my Brahmin.
Okay.
I
Brahmins,
think every Bangalorean
look,
will give you
idli,
Brahmins.
I mean, aside from the consistency of the idli and everything, it's really the chutney that makes the difference.
I
Right?
And
you
the
cannot,
benne.
And the benne. You cannot.
Benne is butter.
Yeah, benne is
Butter, right?
Butter
Yeah,
is
okay.
nice. You cannot beat Brahmins for the quality and the taste of the chutney. So I would say number 1 Brahmins.
Where it is?
Brahmins is Baswangudi. There's also one in Jayanagar also. This is also not bad. Yeah.
I'm only hearing these 2 names, Basavangudi and
South Bangalore,
Banshankari.
man. South Bangalore
South
represent.
Bangalore represent, yeah. I think South
I live in
Bangalore-
Whitefield. They
Whitefield is not
Not
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Not Bangalore. Yeah. Not North. Don't mishear us for North. It is not Bangalore.
Yeah.
But
You have a lot of places around the Malleshwaram side. also.
yes,
Mm.
yes.
Yeah.
I think
CTR.
we've
I know
been
only CTR,
exposed
yeah.
more to South Bangalore because we've lived in
Yeah,
South
we've
Bangalore
lived
for a while.
We still live in South
Yeah.
Bangalore.
I would add to his list Taza Tindi. It's a very
Yeah.
new place, but I think their idlis are really good. One of the good modern.
I think
would
they are very
also
affordable,
suggest,
right?
SN Refreshments.
Okay.
Mm.
SN Refreshments is another, again, quite underrated in JP
Yes.
Nagar itself.
Mhm.
I will stick my neck out and say the best vada ever.
Oh,
Okay.
I've
wow.
ever had. Right?
uh.
Crispy but not oily.
Mm.
Right? And just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Any time of the day.
Okay.
Right? Not like, it's only when it's hot and only when they're just freshly made and stuff. Any time of the day.
Mm.
Right?
Wow.
So yeah, Brahmins, SN Refreshments for sure. Right? Man, my mouth is watering. With all,
Yeah, I know, right? And it's lunch.
with all the stuff that we're discussing, right?
Yes.
Idlis. Yeah, those would be my top two.
Mm.
Yeah,
things.
top 2 would be.
What
for me,
about
I
you?
would add Taza Tindi.
Taza Tindi,
That's
right,
it.
right.
I would love
What
that.
else we should try for breakfast in Bangalore?
Coffee. You cannot
Coffee,
end
yeah, of
this
course.
3.
Mm.
It is a proper. You start with idli with one vade. Then you go. Don't go. Then you go to dosa and then you end with coffee.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
is your Bangalore way of.
If
Okay.
you're feeling particularly like
Yeah.
luxurious, then you can have the
Kesri.
Karabat and Kesri
Kesri
Bath.
Bath.
Kesri Bath again, SN Refreshments. man.
Yes, and refreshments.
The pineapple Kesri Bath he makes is A1.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing, I would say.
And this is a very interesting thing.
Mm.
I've never seen any other city,
Mm.
not even in Karnataka,
Okay.
give Kesri Bath.
Mm.
Like it's a thing. It's pineapple Kesri Bath is so normal.
Mm.
Kesri Bath is not supposed to have pineapple, technically speaking.
Okay, why?
But in It's kesari bath. It's
Okay.
not pineapple bath.
Right.
It's kesari bath and it's meant to be kesar with like sweetened rice. But it is shira, right? So, but then like in Bangalore, it's so normal to have pineapple kesari bath that it's become a norm. Any place you go will give you pineapple kesari bath only.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard. Okay.
Have the Kara bath and Baito coffee, okay? So that guy uses the Bisibele bath masala. So it's spicier.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Okay. Karabath is it what
Kara
it is?
bath, you could say it's a variant of upma, basically.
From the rava or like
It is suji.
rice.
It is
Okay.
suji rava, yes. And you know
Yeah.
when you mix in Bangalore, another thing that you get, you mix these two, you get chow chow.
Chow chow bath.
Okay.
Exactly.
Karabath and
Kesari bath.
Kesari bath.
okay.
Together.
Okay.
I mean, they don't mix it, but they
Sweet
give it
and
separate.
spice or like
They give it separately in one plate.
Okay. Okay.
See, Bangaloreans are so understanding. They know that you want a little bit of both.
Yes.
Okay.
They know you want like a little bit of sweet and a little bit of like the spice.
Yeah.
Right? So we say, okay, you know what? Screw it. You don't have to
We'll give
order
half
one plate
plate
and
of
one
each.
plate. We'll give you half of each. Right? You don't have to fight between like the sweet sambar and the spicy sambar.
You didn't mention Rameshwaram.
No comments. No. Rameshwaram. I will say Rameshwaram is fantastic. Okay. So I mean, we're gonna like see some shit comments on the ghee and everything, but look, it is good. It is absolutely good. I would say, and they're pioneering this whole gourmet tindi thing, which is becoming a culture, right? I mean, you have Rameshwaram, you have Amudam, you have one something else called Naivedyam, Srirangam and stuff, right? All of them are charging like $100 for the same thing, that, you know. But it is good. It is really good, I would say, right? So Rameshwaram, I really like the garlic roast dosa.
Correct.
Yep, same.
here. The garlic roast is great.
Good stuff.
Again, like I think it got to a place where it opened doors for normal people who don't know tindi concepts and all.
It red pilled a lot of folks, basically.
Exactly.
To this.
And Bangalore is a diverse city. So there were a lot of people who came from outside and spoke about Rameshwaram because it was one of the
In
most
short, he's
accessible.
saying like all the North Indians basically got converted to the Tindi food because of Rameshwaram.
Yeah.
This is true. I mean, my wife loves it. So
Okay.
yeah.
I agree with the statement he made. I just didn't want to make the statement.
No, we have nothing but love for Tamilians, for North Indians, for everyone.
Agreed.
Yes.
All Indians.
Agreed.
Yes. And like I from another colleague, I heard that in your areas like JP Nagar and Jayanagar, there is some place where you get like different kinds of variety rice in the morning, early in the morning, like 6 a.m.,
Even variety
5
rice.
a.m. Yep. Is that true?
Yeah. There is
Or is it special? Okay, you don't know.
Puliyogare you will get, which is
Puliyogare.
Okay.
tamarind
Puliyogare.
Puliyogare. What do you call it?
We say Puliyogare.
Puliyogare. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically, Ograne. Right?
Ograne,
So
Ograne.
Ograne is a mix, basically. Masala
Okay.
mix.
Okay,
Right? Puliyograne.
Puliyogare. Okay.
You call it Puliyogare.
Puliyodare, yeah.
So that's the same thing. Then you have lemon rice. Then you have something.
Chitranna is what Bangalore is.
Chitranna.
Chitranna means lemon rice.
Lemon rice,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
Then you have like this.
Savge.
No, savge adu bere. Matte there's this spicy rice, right? What is it called?
Vangi bath, yes,
Vangi
vangi
bath
bath.
also.
Brinjal
With
spicy.
brinjal and everything.
Okay.
And Bismillah bath is like the Bangalore thing, I think.
Bisibela bath is awesome.
Oh, and
Okay.
MTR, how can we forget MTR? This Bismillah bath at MTR is great.
Yeah.
I heard this, like I've been to CTR recently, but didn't try the MTR one. But like what we referred for Rameshwaram, it is also like they put a kg of ghee in a dosa, and like, is that true? Like, what about MTR?
I think
I am
most-
not personally an MTR fan.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I never quite warmed up to MTR, even though it's like 2 roads away from my house. But
Okay, it's near JB Nagar.
they
There
have
is
plenty
MTR,
of
yeah.
Right, okay,
branches.
The main one is Mawali only.
Mawali, yeah.
Opposite Lal Bagh. I
Yeah,
think
that's the one.
MTR became famous for one thing, and today people want it to be famous for dosas.
Doses,
But
yeah.
it is actually famous for its meals. Its afternoon meals are amazing. So you can go on any day in the afternoon, go and
So
sit.
fun fact, right? I think MTR got bought over by some Swedish firm or something.
Oh, okay.
And they started Mayas after that.
Okay.
So the same family started Mayas. Mayas is in Jayanagar.
Yes,
Right?
food
And Mayas coffee, man.
Amazing.
Like amazing.
These two folks got excited.
MTR was started by Mayas and then they.
Correct.
MTR was started by Mayas. MTR got bought over by some Swedish firm for some 1800 crores.
Yeah, they did not start.
No. And then again they started a separate brand called Mayas.
The original family that
Original
started
family.
MTR, their
Was
surname was
oh
Maya.
my,
only.
Tindis.
No, the way you said it made it sound like the Swedish company
No,
started.
not the
Mayas.
Swedish company. So to clarify again,
Mm-hmm.
not the
Yeah.
Swedish company, but
Okay.
the family. The
Yeah,
family
okay.
started another outlet called Mayas in Jayanagar, which is amazingly popular and has the best coffee.
Okay.
I think we didn't discuss coffees, but again, my
Yeah, then
top
we'll.
three would
Okay.
be, I think Mayas, like strong, amazing coffee.
Okay.
Brahmins,
Ah.
amazing coffee. And I'm going to add a joker in the pack, okay?
Okay.
Amudam, down the street.
Right.
Ah.
Okay.
Quality coffee. And you know quality coffee when you don't need sugar, right? And it's strong and yet flavorful. That is quality coffee.
Yeah.
And for $10, right? I mean,
Exactly.
like all the Italian coffees and everything, like, crazy, man. None of them can hold a
Like
candle.
today
Yeah.
there is third wave coffee roasters.
Yeah.
$300 for any coffee. You would walk in and ask for that. This is $10. Mayas became like a big thing because they were the first to start 25 rupee coffee. 20 rupees, sorry. They started at 20 rupee and it became a big thing. Imagine Bangalore's that price, non-price elastic with coffee. They love their coffee so much they wanted at 10 rupees.
Yeah.
Or 15 max.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coffees.
Agreed.
So like for breakfast, we should try dosa, idli, and coffee. What else? Anything special in Bangalore?
We just mentioned like
We
a
mentioned like
multitude
all
of
the-
things.
Yep,
If you go to one
and
of these places and say ಏನide ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Yenide ata means?
Like ಏನide. Basically, if you say
What is
ಏನide,
there?
Okay.
what is there?
Okay.
They just rattle off some 20 names.
Mm.
Okay.
We'll
They're
just
expecting
say
that from
whatever.
us.
Yeah, that's what. But yeah, I think in general, Bangalore has great breakfast.
Yeah.
You should head out for breakfast. Bangalore is also an early city, so 8 o'clock you'll find
No,
decent.
so on that, I will take exception.
Okay.
Chennai is an early city.
Oh, is
Okay.
it?
Good God, man. 5:30. I mean, you can hear some Carnatic music, some coffee smell in the air, and you have people already outside reading newspapers and whatnot, right? So Chennai is early, like
Okay.
early.
Early, yeah. I meant like usually this is more for the Northeast who are listening to this
Okay.
podcast. 8 a.m. you will find people outside queuing up for dosa and vada.
Yeah.
So that's the Bangalore vibe. So you should have breakfast in Bangalore.
All these places peak is 8:30 actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in between, Dhanush mentioned to try lunch at MTR.
Yes.
Yes, we'll talk about lunch and the biryani places in Bangalore. Yes. What about like vegetarian lunch? Okay, Dhanush is
I'm
an vegetarian. So we'll talk about a few vegetarian places from him. Then we'll talk about biryani from Roshan. Yeah.
Fair. So first, of course, I would say MTR lunch is great.
Okay.
And then there is this Andhra meals place, Nagarjuna.
Of course.
Which is like, if you come to Bangalore, should definitely
Yeah.
eat in Nagarjuna. It's very funny, but it's Andhra though. It's amazing. And what else could I mention? Do you have any suggestions?
Basveshwar Kanavali.
Carnivali is really good. Again,
Okay.
thali style concept.
North Karnataka food.
North
Okay.
I love it.
So,
So
okay, what's the
Jola
difference?
roti.
North Karnataka meals and South
it's
Karnataka
drier.
meals?
It's North Karnataka food is a little more drier, spicier.
You'll get jowar rotis, jolad
yeah,
roti,
Jolad roti.
and all of that.
Means Jovad roti means?
Jolad.
Jolad, okay.
Maize.
Sorry?
Maize, I think. Right?
Okay.
No, jowar. Jowar is
Jowar.
a different type of millet.
Millet.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So like MTR, Nagarjuna, and what else?
This
Basveshwar
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 Kanavali. Yeah.
Kanavali.
Lovely place. It's just
I
down
would
the road,
I would
Okay.
mention these three for proper Karnataka type food.
It's
like
a-
Bangalore based food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, these are like very traditional. I don't think any of the people our age who've come from outside Bangalore would go to
No, but
this.
having said that, I mean, you look at the crowd in Basveshwar Kanavali or Nagarjuna.
Yeah.
It's the urban.
But I
crowd.
found the OG crowd, not the. I've not seen the urban crowd. Maybe because Jaina.
No, Kormangla.
Ah,
Kormangla. Big difference.
Big
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
No
that-
places around Kormangla, Indranagar. It's like
What?
Nagarjuna
whatever
has a
you
lot of,
mentioned, right? It is like 7-8 kilometers from
No,
Kormangla.
no,
No,
this
no.
is Kormangla. You will find a Nagarjuna and Kormangla.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are in Kormangla.
Yeah, and Basveshwar Kanavali also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
All of these places have branches, so you can go to any of these branches and enjoy their food for lunch.
Right.
I would suggest these. You would
Yep.
get into the
Biryani.
biryani.
I wanted to try vegetarian meals from Nagarjun. I went there and like tried the biryani. I didn't like it. Sorry.
You
Yeah.
like the Nagarjuna biryani?
Yeah, I didn't.
Why?
I didn't, bro. I don't know.
Something wrong with you.
I
can
didn't.
understand
It's
you
so
don't like the
subtle.
Meghna, yeah, exactly.
Ah.
Dude, see, like again, the
Okay, yeah.
personalities and characters, right?
Mm.
I mean, you want that spice to like really hit you so hard and whatnot. I mean, it's like obviously Nagarjuna biryani is a little more subtler,
Mm.
Yes.
right? Not as spicy like Meghna biryani or whatever. Meghna biryani is just masala.
Meghna biryani is like more spice, more salt.
It's just
like,
see,
It's
basically
overpowering
for
in
like
every way.
hungover people, right?
mm.
Just to like just wash all of that down and then like you disappear after that. You know? But so I've had various types of biryanis and I'll tell you my current top 3 favorites.
Okay.
There's one place called Kodi Mane in what's the place, man? I think Banshankari only. Kodi Mane. Fantastic, little known place.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing biryani, Andhra style. Then I would say I would pick Rangana.
Mm-hmm.
We went to
Rangana, yeah.
Military Hotel, which also you didn't like that much.
I did like that biryani.
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, it's more of
Except that the brown thing, ragi.
That ragi is not for beginners.
Yeah,
Ragi
yeah.
is an acquired taste.
Core,
Yeah, ragi even I don't like.
Ah.
Yeah.
The biryani was nice.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay,
even I
so-
told him like a couple of times we went to that
So
Rangana. Yeah.
number 1 Kodimane, number 2 Rangana Military Hotel, number 3 I.
Kolimane, where it is? Banshankari.
Kodimane is in Banshankari.
Right, cool. Okay. Mm.
And number 3 I would say is Nagarjuna.
Nagarjuna. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next time
Right.
what you need to do is order that chili chicken also
Okay.
on the side and just like
Mm.
dabble it.
Okay. Yeah, will do.
Dab it a little bit. Sorry, not dabble it.
Yeah, then why not Meghna? The first time I.
Look, Meghna is owned by like a school junior of mine. I think.
Okay.
Okay. Junior? I don't know what batch of Baldwins he is, but yeah, he's from my school only. Yeah, what are you from Cottons? Oh, fuck. Man, how are we having a civil conversation so far, dude?
I don't know.
Seriously.
There's
Cottons
no
are
right in
Rottens.
this room.
What happens between these two?
There's a huge rivalry
It's a
between
huge
these.
rivalry.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
Basically, Baldwin's like keeps kicking Cotton's ass like all the time. And they're like,
That's what they
so.
keep saying. Yes.
Yeah. But this is like one of the oldest school rivalries,
Yes.
Baldwins and Cottons. I
Cottons.
think we were established in 1880 and they're like 1860 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Okay,
1865, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, moving on. Now I don't
No.
know how I can like sit 2 feet away from you and talk.
No, like whenever I talk to folks in Chennai, there is this 2 colleges, Pache Pass and New College. They have this rivalry. Whenever they like, if something like this happens, they used to they'll
Yeah.
they will react that way. Yeah.
Yes. We do have that rivalry. But I think it was fun. It kept
Yeah.
that, enthusiasm alive
Yeah.
and all of that.
All of
was
it.
fun. Yeah.
I mean,
This reminds me of more dosa places though. Airlines.
Oh, of course.
Airlines,
Airlines.
Chalukya.
Airlines, I
Airlines,
like the
Chalukya
place.
For
Okay.
the vibe, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
otherwise-
Chalukya.
More for the vibe than the
Yes.
taste, I will say, right? So airlines go down there, hang out with their boys, eat that overpriced dosa. It's okay,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Same with Chalukya is actually nice. So,
Chalukya.
Where it is? Chalukya?
Now it's no more in that Samrat
Oh,
hotel.
is it?
Yeah. They shut in Samrat.
Oh,
They were next to the race course basically.
that was the last time I went, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And they've shut now. So they are now.
And
in
it's
a
also
small
like a
cafe.
drive-through, right? I
It
mean,
was a
you
drive-through.
Go and
Yes.
that guy
Yes,
served
that
your
guy would
car.
serve to you
Yeah.
in the car.
Mm.
But that shut. Now they are at in the corner of Church Street, that Shobha complex where RCB
Ah.
Bar and Cafe. They are right under RCB Bar and Cafe.
Oh.
They're a small
Interesting.
stall in one of the food courts, but still like super rush. Because of course they have history
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they have a OG crowd that they pull easily. But
Nice,
that's
nice.
Chalukya now. The new
Yeah,
Chalukya's
yeah.
taste is still the same.
Uh-huh.
The only place that puts kaju on top of one dosa and gives one kaju you will find on top of their dosa, and the dosa is red. So again, MTR and Chalukya give
Yeah.
red dosa.
Red dosa. Okay.
They smear the red chutney basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, and even the rice they use is red rice, not
Oh, is it?
normal rice. Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
use red rice dosa.
Okay.
That's why they have a reddish tone to their dosa.
One thing, like.
But yeah, Meghna, just completing the point on
Yeah,
Meghna,
yeah.
I think, look, it's a novelty, man. I don't know what it is about Meghna, right? Meghna is like that X I keep like I mean, I don't do it. I'm just saying, not. Meghna is like that ex you keep going back to, okay? It's like that, right? You know it's not good for you. You know she's going to disappoint you, but somehow, it's just like, it's like that, right? So every time I'm at the airport, right, in Bangalore, every time I'm coming back to Bangalore, I just order a Meghna. I don't know what it is. It's very weird, the appeal of Meghnas, right? But otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't put it in the top 3 or top 5. I mean, there are a bunch of these, like, biryanis that people go to Hoskote and Chickpet, Badepet and have at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and all that kind of nonsense, right? I'm not one of those people.
Right, okay.
I don't know.
Have you
how
tried
can
that
have
3 a.m.,
biryani
4 a.m. biryani?
Never.
Okay.
I did that mistake once, I think, in my life.
Okay.
And I said, screw it. This is absolutely not worth it.
Okay.
Right? I'm not going and standing in a queue at freaking 5:30 and whatever, right? And then like dumping that proper masalas in my stomach at that time, and the rest of the day I'm like wondering what the hell happened.
I keep wondering who wants biryani at 4 a.m.
No,
5
dude.
a.m.
I mean, it's just it's absurd.
I do. Dude, I like it. Like,
I mean, look,
okay.
at
Okay.
your age, you can probably like combine some arsenic with that biryani and like, put some, limestone or whatever, you'll still be alright. But I'm 37.
Oh, really?
I have
Okay.
to, oh, really?
Yeah, I thought you were like 34, 33.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I told you I'm getting on in age. So I have to take care of myself.
For sure.
Yeah.
No 6 a.m. biryanis for me. But there are a bunch, right? I mean, I think Anand is one of the places there.
In the Hoskote. Yeah.
Hoskote. Check out Kripal Amana's food channel. He's done a bunch of these.
Kripal Amanas.
Kripal Amana is the OG
Okay. Food blogger.
food blogger
From
Okay.
Bengaluru.
Right, yeah,
Right.
from Bangalore.
Okay.
He's got a channel called Food Lovers TV.
Is that Bangalore or Bengaluru or Bangalore? How do I
Look,
That's
pronounce
what
that?
you pronounce.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I call it Bangalore only.
Bangalore. Okay.
I think we grew up calling it Bangalore.
Okay.
But I still do love the Bengaluru. It has that
Yeah.
sound like, Namuru, Bengaluru vibe to it.
Yeah.
Is
when I
that
used to write addresses, I used to always say Bangalore earlier. I made that shift about 3 years back or
Okay.
something, where I started spelling it as Bengaluru.
Are you Bengaluru?
So
Is that Bangalore named by Britishers or
It's
I mean, it's a corrupted
Bangalore? Okay.
Yeah. It's a corrupted form of Bengaluru.
Okay.
So it's like how Kolkata became Calcutta and Mumbai became Bombay, Chennai became Madras or something like that.
Madras become Chennai.
Madras
Sorry.
became Chennai.
Right.
No. The British version of the name was Madras, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now they recently, like 25 years back, they changed it to Chennai.
Chennai.
Post-independence. I think, and there's this huge controversy around Bangalore's name also. Bengaluru is
Bengaluru.
that's how it started, is what they say. Like there's no for sure story to this, but that's how they say it started.
Yeah.
Kempegowda went to a house and he asked
But
for-
it says but they say it's much older than that. Like the history is much older than that.
I agree
There's this
too.
dude on Instagram. I don't know his name per se, right? I mean, it's, we should probably link it. I'll send you his handle or whatever.
What he do?
He basically talks about Bangalore's history.
Okay,
So
nice.
you go to Sankey Tank and make videos on why we call it Sankey Tank, how did it come up, and so on and so forth, and Majestic,
Oh wow.
Whitefield, all of those places. So yeah.
Who is
Interesting
Kempegowda?
Kempegowda is the founder of Bangalore.
Okay.
He's the OG.
DOG, yeah.
What he was
So
doing?
if you go to Kempegowda Circle, you'll find his,
Statue.
like
Okay,
he's on a
yeah.
horse and he's like.
Kempegowda Circle.
Is that
Kempegowda
near
Airport.
the Kaban Park? I saw some huge statue. I was walking from Kaban Park to Shantinagar bus stand.
I do not know if that is a Kempegowda.
Okay, cool. I thought, okay, that was Shivaji. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, correct. Kavan Park, behind Kavan Park. I
Yep,
think, where the original.
Vidhat Sauda?
No, where on route to Makery Circle, I think he's talking about.
Right.
Is that the one? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I crossed that route like couple of times.
You can put photos, man. You don't have
Photos.
to describe it. Yeah, give your editor some work at least, right?
Of course I
What
can,
is he
but
doing?
how will I tell him that particular place? Even I don't know. I have to walk there
We
again.
will send you some.
I have to walk there again and
Search
find.
some photographs and whatnot.
But yeah, Kempegowda is the founder of the city, and there's a huge history. And of course, there are a lot of versions of the story. But there are these 4 pillars, which is the most common story that everyone will tell you. BBMP's logo, have you seen? It's one of the Kempegowda towers.
What's BBMP?
Bengaluru Mahanagara Palike.
Bruhat Bengaluru.
Bengaluru Mahanagar
It's
Palakya.
the municipal corporation of Bangalore.
Okay.
In the most layman terms I could put it. So yeah, their logo is the Kempegoda Tower. So the history goes, like a small snippet again. The history goes that there were 4 towers built around the city, known as the walls of, like, to represent the walls or the limitations of the city. And today that one of those towers is in Lal Bagh.
Okay.
Which is like center of the city now. Almost you can say it's part of CBD. So yeah, that was the vision of Kempegoda, that this is how big the city would be.
Where are the other 3 pillars?
I honestly don't know.
Right.
I know one is in Lal Bagh. That's all I know.
I want to know about the geography. Like we spoke about it already. Geography. Huh? Very weak in geography. I think he will
I
answer.
know all the Tindi places. I mean, he seems more like the person who can map the terrain out and everything.
Yes, when we spoke, you said take Koramangala as a center, and like south to it there will be like Electronic City and Hosur, Bangalore ends. And on the left side you will get Herbala, on the right side you will get Whitefield.
You messed it up.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, you start.
Left side of Kurmangala is Hebbada.
I don't know.
But that's okay.
My geography is bad, but it's not that bad.
Yes, either way.
Okay, now tell me what the geography of Bangalore is. What will be the center if considered it's a whole city?
See, again, if you're mapping it, it's different. If you're looking at it from a central business district
So
perspective,
it
it's
depends.
different.
It depends how you want to map it. You want to map it by terrain or by vibe.
Exactly. By vibe, then
By vibe, MG Road is the center,
Center.
was the center at least,
Yes.
right? But technically, MG Road is North Bangalore.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
By vibe, Koramangala is the center today, but
Today,
technically
okay.
Koramangala is South Bangalore.
Okay.
Right? Now East and West will tell you.
Okay. Then okay. You said something. Okay, MG Road is a North Bangalore. Like, is that Malleshwaram is close
All
to
of that
that?
is North Bangalore.
All of that is North Bangalore. So Bangalore as a city was built around Majestic.
Okay.
Majestic was a lake.
Okay.
Wasn't a bus stand that we know today.
Right.
Majestic Lake was what was Majestic, and Bangalore was built around that. The Chickpet and the city area that you see, all of that was built.
Chickpet is close to KSR.
Majestic.
Okay. Majestic.
KSR is Majestic.
Majestic,
right? So everything is around that, and that is the geographical center of Bangalore, and Bangalore was built around it. However, now if you see Bangalore's map, eastern side we've expanded more. Like Whitefield has grown like beyond leaps and bounds. The western side hasn't expanded as much, right? So below Tumkur Road, Magdi side and all hasn't expanded as much. Therefore, like Bangalore central point has shifted a little, but historically speaking, that's the central Bangalore where Bangalore started. And in terms of modern center of Bangalore, CBD would be MG Road, Church Street. That would be CBD of Bangalore.
Central Business District. Sorry.
Cool. Okay, I'm trying to. Where is Herbala?
Hebbala is full north.
Full north.
Yeah, full
Right.
north. I mean, like
En route to the airport.
en route to the airport, the Hebbal.
Okay, Herbala is after airport.
Before.
Before airport. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
The one flyover that you will always get stuck at if you're going to
Hebbal
the
flyover.
airport is the Hebbal flyover.
And one funny thing we discussed, like when we were like having dinner, right? Indiranagar is the place where people started early in Bangalore. I mean, the companies. Then like you can you repeat that? I don't know.
Very controversial statement.
Go on.
After
Yeah.
a few years, HSR is known as the poor man startup hub.
Right.
Because people leave large organizations in Electronic City or in Sarjapur, and then they start their next new big company in HSR. Whitefield is like the very polished startups where they are funding from BlackRock or Bloom and these big VC funded
I thought that's
companies.
Koramangala.
No, I think Koramangala is very consumer focused companies sit in Koramangala. Tech companies are, like if they're funded, tech companies are mainly in Whitefield. Koramangala has very consumer focused companies. This is what if I were to generalize, of course there are exceptions. This is generalizing a lot. But yeah, there are a lot of startup hubs within this city. And to name a few are these three, Whitefield, Koramangala and HSR. And
2 minutes of silence for Whitefield folks.
yes. And
That's my
Indiranagar-
Bangalore.
So Indiranagar is the hub where creative startups exist as of today. Where most creative startups,
Ad
videos-
firms and all
ad
that.
firms,
Mm.
design studios,
Mm.
those kind of things are mainly in the Indiranagar place.
I'm trying to think who I know.
Mm.
I know a couple of PR folks that are based there.
Mm.
Where is all this Ogilvy and all based? Ogilvy, Meccan. Indiranagar, is it? Ah, okay. I know
Also
some
Indiranagar,
architect firms are
Yeah.
based there as well. Some
Yes.
good ones, right?
Yeah, so creative fields are usually around Indiranagar.
Yeah.
If you're a creator, Indiranagar is your hub.
Mhm.
If you're like,
Yeah.
just quit a large organization and
You know
start
so
it.
much about Indiranagar.
Mhm.
When my dad came here in the 60s, right?
Okay.
He used to, he used to say that Indiranagar was basically paddy fields.
Okay.
Mm.
In
Right?
60s.
All paddy fields.
Mm.
Yes.
And a 60-40 in Indiranagar, right? I mean, guess how much it was?
Mm.
1,000.
Wild guess. Not that
1,000.
much also. Like
Mm.
about $3,000 or something.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh,
Imagine.
Yeah.
Every old Bangalorean has one of these stories, right?
Yeah.
And the grandparent or parent
Yes.
is like, hey, screw this. I mean,
My dad told me
What the hell?
Acropolis next, right here, Acropolis next to
Uh-huh.
Forum, they weren't able to sell out flats
wow.
Oh.
because no one wanted to buy a flat in
Flat,
in
exactly.
Kormangla, this far from the city.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah.
Mm.
And today you want to rent a flat there, it's 1.5 lakhs a month.
Insane. Yeah, we can tell you
Oh
so
my
many
God.
real estate stories also.
Yes, we should
Like
talk
my dad
about that also.
Not my dad, my uncle.
Ah.
He got he was a pretty connected guy, okay?
Okay.
Within quotes.
Okay.
So he got an allotment in Kurmangla,
Mm.
and he wanted to move that. This is way back, right? I'm talking about 70s, 80s.
Okay. Mm.
He wanted to move that to Kumaraswamy layout
Okay.
because that's where there was some housing development and this and that. This is, I don't know if it's ISRO was there.
ISRO was there. That's
Right.
why people moved.
People.
Mm.
I mean, it was a thriving
Correct.
residential place. So
Okay.
he tried his level best, right? Went everywhere. Couldn't move that piece of, allotment from Kormangla. Kormangla main road. Canara
Okay.
Bank main road.
Okay.
Right? Imagine someone getting an allotment there and trying to move it to Kumaraswamy layout. of all
Okay.
places. Right? He tried and then he gave up.
Okay.
Right? Today, of course,
Yeah.
I
Right.
built a complex there.
Mm.
And
Domlur, which we keep bringing up.
Domlur is the place. Okay, I don't know Bangalore much. Domlur is the place where Zeta
between
is there,
Kormangla
right?
and Indiranagar.
Between Kormangla,
You have that
Ejipura,
flyover,
Domlur.
right?
Yes,
So
yeah,
that's what.
Okay, cool.
Domlur is that. So Domlur, when translated in local language, means the land of mosquitoes.
Oh.
So it,
Okay.
there was an irrigation channel passing there, which now is a drain, of
Oh
course.
yeah, now I know, dude.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty horrible it was.
Yeah, it was the worst place to be in. Domlur,
Oh.
no one wanted to go there because imagine the name of the place is only land of mosquitoes.
Mm.
Why would you want to live there?
Is that a literal translation? The
Literal
Domlur is.
local Domlur. Ur
No.
means.
Ur, okay, place. Okay.
I'm
Dom.
wondering what Ejipura means actually. Then.
Yeah.
What's Ejipura?
Yes, I
Okay,
don't know what
okay,
Ejipura means.
What's the
But-
translation for that? Okay.
Like a poor man's Kormangla.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the issue of Domlur, And today, look at Domlur being like there's Diamond District there, which like you
Yeah.
die for to live in,
Hmm.
and like that area is crazy. There's
Okay.
KGA, there's
Karnataka Golf Association.
Okay.
Etc.
Manipal,
Yeah.
Hub is that, and
Yeah.
Nice.
crazy.
And I would never have expected 15 years or 20, like even 10 years back, that Ejipura, so much of housing would come
Ejipura,
out
where it is like in the same circle you're talking.
Kormangla.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Near
that's the
National
inner ring
Games
road. So
Yeah.
right before the inner ring road.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Right, like imagine a Bangalore 20 years back, like now reframe or like tell me what the real Bangalore is. You said the center will be MG Road and things around. What about Whitefield? Is that existed? People lived there?
I don't even know that. I
Name,
didn't
huh?
even know about Whitefield. Actually.
Whitefield,
The
oh.
farthest I knew was Yalanka.
Okay,
Right? Because my aunt had a relative.
Yalanka in the same route.
No,
Yalanka is north.
Okay, cool.
Bangalore,
Mm.
Right. My father, my aunt had a some relative or something who was there, and I would visit there once in a while.
Mm.
Yalanka, right? And that used to be like a whole. It used to be like a camping trip or something. You get in, it takes you like 1.5 hours to reach there, and then you come back, and the whole day is gone. Pretty
Now
much.
I started at
Think
like
of the childhood times when we used to go for aero show together.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
small tiny road,
Yeah,
muddy
yeah.
road, get in.
Wow,
Today that's
amazing.
that highway.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, those days were fun. Real fun, I would say. Yeah.
Whitefield definitely didn't exist. I think Whitefield
Didn't
didn't
exist.
exist until
Electronic
ITPL
City
came
didn't
up.
exist.
Okay, yeah.
Whitefield didn't exist. Yeah.
Electronic City came up because of Infi.
Yeah.
Whitefield came up because of ITPL. ITPL is International Tech Park Limited.
Okay.
They were the first people who made a tech park in that area, which became to be known as Whitefield now.
Right. So yeah, we were discussing about dosa, Italy, then like biryani places. And one thing I didn't, like about the Bangalore people is whenever I ask them about biryani, they point out to Meghna's or other Andhra places.
What about that?
I need a donne biryani here. I need a proper donne biryani place here.
There are many donne biryani places.
Okay,
but,
like
again,
from what we
I mean,
discussed,
I'm
like
very un-Bangalorean in that sense. Okay,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a major fan of it, right? I mean, I think I like some of these military hotels like Rangana, for example. I like Prashant also. What is that? Shivaji. Those are
Oh, you like
OG
Shivaji?
places.
Okay.
Shivaji military hotel.
Yeah.
All of those are OG places, and the biryani there are like amazing.
Yeah, good,
stuff.
yeah.
Some of these donne biryani places you might have to go to like Chickpet, Badepet, that kind of area, Avenue Road, that side area.
Okay.
You might get like good donne biryani there. But yeah, I mean, otherwise the ones that I recommended.
Yeah. So yeah, we were breakfast over, lunch over, then we'll talk about dinner
Time for some
places.
beer.
Yes, we'll come to that also. Now we'll talk about the dinner places here.
It's funny, I think Bangalore has a similar breakfast and dinner culture.
Yeah.
You would
Okay.
go to the same Darshini and have
Yeah,
one of those things.
exactly. I mean, I love dosas for
Okay.
Dinner, yes. I think people
Yeah.
prefer it for dinner also.
Okay.
While going back.
What about parota or anything like that? Is that famous?
See, I understand why you're asking this question because, see, like in Chennai, for example, right?
I'm getting grilled here. Okay.
They
Go
won't
ahead.
have that parota with the spicy curry and the
Oh.
stuff. Like you don't feel like having it at 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
That's like dinner food for them,
Mm.
right? But for us, I mean, that dosa is like it's the spot even at 8:30 a.m. or 8:30 p.m. also.
Yes, yes, it is that
Yeah.
spot. But if you're looking for different things other than dosa, there is Karnataka Bhel.
Okay.
Like there are some good Karnataka chaat places.
Okay.
There's Ganesh
Karnataka chaat places.
Karnataka
Okay.
chaat places.
He'll probably say Hari Super Sandwich.
Okay,
That
what's
is not
that?
Karnataka chaat.
Right, okay.
So there's this place called Karnataka Bhel. Then there is this place called Ganesh Chaats.
Okay.
Ganesh Chaats, there's a small outlet. It's actually originally, if I'm not wrong, in Basarguri, Vipuram. And they have a small outlet in 4th block, Jayanagar, also opposite the Ganesha Mandir. They have a garlic bhel that is very good, and in Bangalore has a concept of floating pani puri,
Okay.
where
What's that?
where you put the pani first in the bowl and
Okay.
then you put the puri on top. So it's the other way around, right?
Okay.
Like usually you would put puri inside the pani. So it's a different concept, but Bangalore has this. Bangalore has these kind of things for like just snacking outside.
On that note, Vivipuram, right? It's
Okay.
called the food street. Basically.
Yep.
Where I think even Dr. Jaishankar, when he was on a visit to Bangalore, he also
Went to
visited
Vivipuram.
that place, Vivipuram.
Right.
Fantastic place. Fantastic place. You have this avocado.
What is avocado?
Avocado.
Avremela.
No, but I don't know what to call it in English.
Beans. Some
Okay.
beans.
Yeah,
Okay.
some type of beans.
Right? You have that season. Right? So they make like multiple dishes using that avocado.
There's a mela out
Yeah.
of that
Yeah.
entire
But
Avremela
food
mela, they call it.
street is awesome. So you have plenty of. Yeah. Let's move on from
Yes. And another thing I want to mention, since you mentioned Vipuram, I realized there is a concept of bhaji
Okay.
in Bangalore.
Of course, yeah.
Capsicum in besan, put into oil, deep
Man.
fried, cut, and put onion in between
Awesome.
with carrot and have
Yeah.
it. It's amazing.
Nice.
Killer place.
I heard
And
okay.
yeah, you'll start sweating immediately after that, right?
The oil is coming out through the side.
CTR have have you tried this?
By the way, someone had this rumor that they banned gobi Manchurian or something, right?
Oh shit, did they?
No,
My
no,
god.
No.
Just banned it, an ingredient to make gobi.
Oh.
Yes, they banned an ingredient
Ingredient.
to make gobi Manchurian.
Yeah, how can they ban it?
Yeah, man. Gobi Manchurian is the next best dish at a Darshini.
Okay.
You will have
Or
those-
at a cart actually. You
Yeah.
have all these carts and everything. They just
Yeah.
like all these
Hmm.
Chinese items.
Is there any specific places we should try out in
Or
Vivipuram?
Bhaji and everything. I think Bhaji, Avenue Road, you'll have like hazard
Avenue
places.
Road,
I
you'll
think.
have great places, but Vivipuram,
Even
Khao
commercial.
Gali has.
Yeah.
Like if you want a mix of full Bangalore dinner food, go to Khao Gali. That is the food street of Vivipuram in the evening. That's place.
Yeah. That's
Right.
dinner, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, non-pub, non-restaurant dinner.
Non-restaurant dinner.
Yeah. We'll talk about desserts. I'm big fan of DBC from Corner House.
Yeah.
And yes, what else we should try here?
I introduced you to Naturals.
Naturals,
which is
of
not
course.
I mean, it's I think Mumbai or Pune based. I think.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
It's not Bangalore based.
Hmm.
Although the guy is from Udupi,
Hmm.
right? The founder
The
is
tender
from
coconut
Udupi.
one which we had is
Spectacular. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. But otherwise, there's Arun ice cream. Arun ice cream is again from Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Right. What else?
Nandini
What
ice cream.
What else? Huh?
No, Nandini ice cream came up very recently. I think Corner House is the OG.
Corner is the
vibe.
OG. Hey, wait. How can we forget?
Lakeview.
Okay.
Lakeview. Is it still on?
It's still on
they-
MG Road, yes.
Okay, but they had a branch in
In
Indranagar
Bangalore.
also, right?
They have branches all around Bangalore.
Yeah, Lakeview. Lakeview
Lakeview.
is the OG place.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Sundays there are like pretty awesome.
Any particular
So
Sunday we
5,000
should try there?
calories, but
There's one thing people keep going to Lakeview for. I forgot what it was, but if I remember.
it's the Sunday. I mean, I always used to have.
Yeah, the Sundays, of course, but there's one thing that you get only in Lakeview that you don't get elsewhere. I don't remember exactly what that is. But Corner House, DBC, and it's very interesting how Corner House works.
Okay.
Exactly, Bangalore people are so welcoming. DBC is too much to eat for a first time.
Yeah.
Right? So they have cake fudge. Then they will have, they'll have variants where DBC will be 4 scoops, this will be 3 scoops, there'll be 2 scoops, there'll be 1 scoop.
hot
So-
chocolate fudge.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate fudge. There's a junior, there's a
Yes.
regular, and there's a magnum.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Magnum is like 4 scoops, like a set for the day. A set for the next day also. Right?
Okay.
Junior is 1 scoop, regular is 2 scoops,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I think
Approximately maybe like 5,000 calories.
And the sort of underdogs of Corner House, okay, there's something called a trilogy.
Oh,
Have you ever
I
had a
haven't
trilogy?
tried that.
So it's
I haven't gone beyond the cake fudge,
The
the
DBC
and the hot chocolate fudge. That's it.
but
Okay.
trilogy is really good. It's basically three scoops of ice creams of fruit-based ice creams with fruits,
Oh.
fruits and
Nice.
custard.
What is it
Yeah.
called? Trilogy.
Trilogy.
Ah, nice.
Okay, like biology,
Do
trilogy.
you like the mint thing?
the mint chocolate fudge.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you hate it?
I hate it. I think the mint. I think if you want to understand if someone's a psychopath or something, like I know one friend of mine who I mean, if he's watching this, if he's listening to it, I'll cut this segment and send it to him. I think the test of a psychopath is if he or she likes that mint.
Mint.
fudge. It's like eating toothpaste.
I like it.
He brought it last time when we went to Corner House.
I bought
Yeah,
it.
no, I didn't.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Even Abhishek, Aarti, nobody
think
likes
it's
it,
a very
Be
right?
acquired
careful.
taste.
Yeah.
Be careful. I mean,
It's a very acquired taste, I would say.
So I know this very dear friend of mine who also loves mint fudge.
Oh.
And I think while Corner House is famous for DBC and cake fudge and all of this, do try out their fruit-based ice creams.
Okay.
I never do that. I mean, I always have the chocolate ones because I didn't even think that go beyond that.
You should
Yeah.
try. If someone is like not a chocolate fan, go try their lychee ice creams.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, lychee is good.
There's
Okay.
strawberry
Good
cream,
stuff, yeah.
and there's something
I've had
called
that.
strawberry and cream, which is also very
Which is
nice.
also good. Yeah.
It's an aphrodisiac.
Strawberry and
Yeah.
cream.
So-
I tried it, I didn't like it. Sorry.
Okay. But again, like these are very niche audiences, I feel.
Yeah.
But I think it has a good mix of all, and it's
Yeah.
the OG vibe.
There is also Cool Joint in Jayanagar, which is
Oh.
more a hangout place than an ice cream place. Like if you want to tell someone where you are in Jayanagar, you have to tell that with respect to how far you are from
Cool Joint.
Oh,
Yes.
Basically,
Okay.
at the
And-
4th block.
oh, this reminds me of this one very unique concept of Bangalore ice creams.
Okay.
Gadbad. Gadbad is originally Mangalorean.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
What is that? Gutbud?
Mango is the word.
It's a Long Island iced tea of ice creams.
Okay.
So it's like a mix of all these flavors and tutti frutti and all of that stuff. Like it's just gorgeous. It's amazing. Yeah.
It's
Nice.
a very Bangalore thing, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I mean, at least I've known it to
One
be a
of my
Bangalore
favorites.
thing,
Yeah.
but Bangalore.
But yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I tried this thing called Delicious in Magnolia Bakery recently. It's not a
Magnolia
Bangalore
is,
thing, but
No, Magnolia is a chain.
It's a New
Yep.
York
Mm.
based
It's a
bakery.
chain. Yeah, I mean their tres leches is good, and they have this banana something.
yeah, banana
custard
something. Yeah.
or something, which is also pretty decent.
And the lemon tart cake and all that is also
Yeah.
good. Like they're very, like westernized bakery.
Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, speaking of bakeries,
Yeah.
Albert Bakery in
Phrase it
Mos-
on.
Mosque Road,
Mm.
the Koanan there is amazing.
Go on and
Definitely
okay.
try it out. There was also Fatima Bakery.
Now
on
it's
Dosa
moved.
Road. Now it's moved. But yeah, you would get some fantastic stuff like lemon
For sure.
tarts and all of that stuff there. Then, what other bakeries?
There's VB Bakery in Vietnam.
Oh, of course.
There's VB Bakery, and over there they're the inventors of something called the Congress bun.
Congress bun. Okay.
Yeah, they basically put peanut, masala peanut, butter, and.
So that peanut masala is called Congress.
Congress.
So
Okay.
apparently Congress broke, right? I mean, Congress became Congress I, which is Congress in
Indira Gandhi Congress.
something else.
Comrade. Yeah.
Right, so they
Peanuts
split like the
like-
peanuts.
That's
okay.
why it's
Yeah,
called
so-
Congress, yes.
Nice.
That's the story behind the name Congress, and then
Okay.
VB Bakery created something called the Congress bun. And it's
It's
very
still there, right?
tasty. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Okay.
still there.
Yeah.
And Congress bun now is available in any bakery in Bangalore. It is really good. You should have a Congress bun. It's butter, masala bun, and the Congress.
Cool.
Peanuts.
Yep. Okay. Finally, we'll talk about bars in Bangalore. Yeah.
Dude,
Throw
after
some
so
like
much
5-10
food,
names.
I don't know if I can drink.
Yeah, exactly. You should have started with drinks.
Yes.
Okay, I want
Throw
to
me.
bring up an interesting story of how Bangalore became a bar hub.
Pub capital, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh.
do you know what this story was?
No, go on.
So basically, of course, it starts with our Guru Vijay Mallya.
The
When-
OG of OGs.
Yeah.
The OG of OGs. So when he started, beer in India, that's when India was getting into, trying to contain marketing of beer, alcohol, and all of that. It was trying to, legalize, normalize, like how the Western world and globally things were going on. So that's when he came up with the concept of making Kingfisher a lifestyle brand. And he started there was no brand in India who was doing Kingfisher boards or anything like that outside pubs, bars. He started bars and pubs in Bangalore just to surrogate his brand in boards. You see
Okay.
today, there's still
marketing
boards.
those sexy sodas and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So today,
calendar and
Kingfisher alcohol or any alcohol marketing is not allowed on TV, on radio, on anything. But on the road, you can see these boards outside any bar. And that's the essence of it. And that is a brainchild of our very own
UB
Maya.
and
When it happened, like 70s, 80s?
I think so, around 80s. 90s.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
He started
80s.
microbreweries and all of that in Bangalore. He had a visionary mindset when it came to this, branding
Yeah.
of alcohol.
If
surrogacy.
only he stayed away from the airline. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But he had a great mindset with this, and that was the start of Bangalore's pub and bar culture altogether.
Yep.
So when you speak
Now-
of pubs and bars, I have to bring up the OGs of OGs.
Okay.
Picos, Mojos, and Purple Haze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Purple Haze is down from his school,
Correct.
right? Used to play
Same
amazing
also.
rock music, and fantastic place. Like that was a graduating school of sorts, right?
Okay.
Like you go from a boy to a man
Okay.
when you
Go to
visit
Purple
Purple
Haze,
Haze,
yes.
right? Purple Haze, also Johnson Market, but for other reasons.
No.
But yeah, Purple Haze, and then Residency Road. You also had these couple of pubs called Mojos and Picos. Mojos, the great thing was their dosa chicken.
Okay.
Right? And beer was like 1+1 and stuff like that. Picos was like piss poor beer
Okay.
with those popcorns. Okay.
Yeah, with popcorn.
Yeah,
with
the
it.
popcorns were better than the beer. But yeah, rock music. Rock
Okay.
music, rock music.
Bangalore was a rock music place
Yeah.
originally,
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
loved rock music here. So a lot of the pub and bar culture was the rock music culture in Bangalore.
Yeah.
earlier. But I would bring up on some modern ones, slightly
Okay.
modern ones. Arbor.
Yeah.
I think Arbor is one of Arbor Brewing Company.
One of the
Okay.
first microbreweries in Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Okay.
After Toyota, I think. Yeah.
And during this time of the year, they have something called a Kokum beer. So Kokum is like
I like their mango beer also.
Mango
They'll have
beer
their
is
mango
really
beers
good.
and-
Their Kokum beer is really good. Very fruit-based beers, very seasonal beers that are amazing. Very unique to only Arbor. I've not seen anyone else do it. Toit now is everywhere
Oh, is
because
it?
they started bottling
They
their
can-
beer.
Oh, yeah, correct.
But Toit is another good place. Like I think it's worth a visit for someone who's looking for the OG bars in Bangalore.
Always crowded.
Always, the worst part is the waiting out there.
Yeah.
When you're going to a chill evening to drink, you don't want to wait that long. So that, and what else? What else can we name as bars and pubs people should visit?
Bob's, of course. I mean, Bob's is everyday bar.
Bob's is a everyday place. I
Okay.
was there
Everyday
2 days
bar.
back.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, from the office or from the
Mm.
college kind of place, right? I mean,
Mm.
Bob's,
It's the
for
one place you'll get closest to MRP
Yeah.
alcohol.
Mm.
And that reminds me of this another place, Chinglungs.
Oh, of course.
Chinlungs, okay.
Chinglungs
Links,
is-
okay, okay.
So my father always warned me that if I didn't study, I'll become a waiter in Chinlungs. Chinlungs used to be there. I mean, it's still there in
Yeah.
Brigade Road,
Yeah,
Mm.
end of Brigade.
right? Dodgy place.
It's a very dodgy place.
But now they're here in Kormangla also.
Oh,
yeah.
Fourth block. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but these are the few places I would say
Chinlungs, the old ones.
I've been there, the Kormangala one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
you should visit. There are others, but then these are very modern, very westernized concepts.
Yeah.
Plan B and this and that.
Mm.
Plan B is among the older ones. They're
Older
like 10,
ones,
12
yeah.
years old. Plan B was famous for their
Chicken
wings.
wings, yeah.
Mm.
Right.
Buffalo wings.
They had these Naga chili wings, and if you could eat a bunch of them, I think in some 4 minutes or something like that, you would get part of the bill free or whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
heard,
had
yeah,
this,
yeah,
they
like-
had this, yes.
Yeah.
Plan B
Mm.
was famous for their wings for sure.
Mm.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
So,
I miss that.
Mm.
I miss the bars where you can just go and like listen to some good old fashioned rock,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Mm.
There is
And there's
nothing. There is
nothing-
nothing. There is nothing
nothing
I have
close
come
to it,
across
yeah.
where every day there is rock playing.
Yeah,
Where there are no bars that promote rock as
Yeah.
much as they used to earlier.
yeah. That's the
Mm.
unfortunate thing.
Mm.
Otherwise, these ones that I mentioned, Mojos, Picos, Purple Haze, was amazing. Like
Mm.
it's questionable whether people used to go there for the music or the beer. Actually,
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
good,
true.
good. Right. So, and finally, we'll talk about.
Hey, do you know? I mean, I don't know if you're old enough to remember B11 in Jayanagar.
No, I don't remember.
That was right next to Cool Joint.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this place used to have like buy one get one free before 6 p.m.
No,
And I would get off work at 6:30, so we would send one intern from our office. Like he would run and order 5:59. 5:59, he'll order that 1 tower plus
Wow.
1 tower,
Ah,
right?
Okay.
And it would be like flat as
Yeah,
whatever.
of course.
By the time we went, but yeah,
Wow,
Nice.
I didn't know
400 bucks.
B11 was a place. in-
B11, yeah.
Okay.
You just
Wow.
completely get hammered and then come and have that coffee at the
Yeah, yeah. Correct.
Right, right.
And Cool Joint, yeah,
Hmm.
like he rightly said, everything for us in Jayanagar is Cool Joint.
Yeah.
Cool Joint is like the map, Google Map. of Jayanagar. How far are you from Cool Joint?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. One more question is about weekends. What to do here in weekends? Of course, food places. We have said a lot.
Netflix and chill.
Yes.
Lal Bagh, Kaban Park. What else?
Dude, Bangalore is not a sightseeing place, okay? I mean, I'll tell you, what you could do.
Yeah.
You could probably so I'll tell you my
Mm.
favorite thing to do, right? If someone's visiting or whatever, I'll do one of these Tindi tours, okay? So I'll take them to Brahmins, SN Tiffin Room, SLV, whatever. We'll do like a 2 hour of one of that stuff. Come back home and chill, basically. That's
Yeah.
my thing on a Sunday
I
morning.
have a list of 20 places.
Okay.
On my Apple Notes, and that's where it's 20 Tindi places, Dosa
Right.
places,
Okay.
Idli places. You choose where you want to go, which is closest. We'll go
Yeah,
there.
and you will find all these in clusters, right? You'll find like all of them 3, 4, 5 kilometers distance.
South
So
Bangalore.
you can cover all of these in 2 hours. 2 hours you'll
Again,
cover
like
3 or
there
4
are
of
hubs.
these.
There's South, there's Malleshwaram is another
Yeah.
hub. Different hubs are there. One is the food side of Bangalore. Of course,
Yeah.
like on weekends, that is something you should explore. Another thing that's very modern in Bangalore, which
Okay.
is new, which I don't know how many people are aware, is the creative side of Bangalore.
Yeah.
I think Bangalore creativity Bangalore's become also a very creative hub in India. So there is something called a Bangalore Creative Circus, which
Okay.
is towards Yashwantpur. So they are an open place where people just come and do, wall spray painting, and there are people doing fire art and whatnot. It's just a place for people to come and do creative things.
Nice.
That is one place. And then if you go to Cubbon Park, there are these groups of people doing painting
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that has become the new vibe of, on weekends what to do.
I'll
in
tell
Bangalore.
you, I'm talking about 14, 15 years back, right?
Mhm.
Every evening there would be some activity or the other. You could just like go to some random concert that would be
Yeah.
happening, right?
Mm.
Whether you go to Allianz Francaise in, where's the place? Cunningham Road, near
Cunningham
Cunningham Road.
Okay.
Yes.
Or, Church Street, there was this Java City,
Yes, Java
where they would
City.
just play, like there was this jazz band there called the C Street Band,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yes.
All
I've heard of
free,
these.
free,
Okay.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, free.
Yes, yes.
Imagine like you're
Mm.
broke, right? Whatever. You
Yeah.
just need enough to go and order like a iced tea for $25 or
Mm.
whatever, and you can sit and enjoy amazing music.
Yeah.
Amazing music, right? All of these places, man. And this Good Shepherd Auditorium, they would like have all these. I watched this guy Frank Gambale, I think. Yeah, $100 ticket. Like
Okay.
you're watching
Yes.
probably like among the top 20 best jazz guitarists ever.
Lucky Ali used to
Mm.
perform a lot in Bangalore
Yeah,
earlier.
that we used to have this thing called the Sunday jams,
Okay.
freedom jams and Sunday
Okay.
jams, way back when. So every first Sunday of the month, the local bands in Bangalore would gather in Indira Gandhi Park, which
Okay.
is near that Cubbon Park area,
Okay.
right? And it would be a day-long concert. So imagine some
Wow.
30 bands would play, okay? You go there in the morning, some 30 bands play, and then it would finish off with some of the better guys, like Bhumi would play or Terminal and a Quarter would play, and so on, right?
Wow.
That whole band scene I miss, actually. I really,
Is it happening now?
No,
I
I mean,
actually
the
don't
Sunday
think
jams
so.
don't happen.
Yeah.
But that was so good. I mean, they had this, first Sunday of the month, right? And then on Independence Day, on Independence Weekend, they would do the Freedom Jam, where it would be a slightly more larger and stuff. But yeah, I miss that. I miss the whole concert vibe in Bangalore, but it is coming back.
It is
coming
slowly,
back.
yeah.
We have
I think the
received a
rock
lot more
culture
gigs.
is again
Coming
not
back,
no
okay.
gigs. The culture is coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is all you can do in Bangalore, man. Nothing to sightsee. Don't go see the palace. Don't go see Lal Bagh. When you put 10 things to see in Bangalore on
Yeah.
Google, it says go to the Lal Bagh hill and climb it. It's on
Oh,
tiny
Lal Bagh
hills.
has a hill inside it.
It's a massive hill, okay? You'll need camping gear for it. You finish it in a grand total of 15 minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
you can do it barefoot, chappal, whatever.
Okay.
And then Nandi Hills is
Sankey
overrated.
Tank.
Sankey Tank is overrated.
Okay.
Alsur Lake.
All of
Okay,
these places are not the places I think you should
To be.
Yeah.
I think you should do Tindi tours, and a lot of people are now doing this. There are history walks in
Yeah.
Avenue Road
Yeah.
and these old Bangalore places. It's called a
Friend of
history
mine used to
walk.
run it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll take you from one Tindi to another and talk about the history of that place and all of that. I think that is more about the Bangalore.
I think I should do that.
Yes.
The tour. Yep. Finally, it is okay. I think this is the third. Finally, I'm saying okay.
There's a lot to talk about, man.
Yeah. What else we are missing? Like we missed here.
What did we miss? I don't know. We spoke about startups. We spoke about Tindi. We spoke about beer.
Yeah.
Right? What else?
A
The
little bit.
art and cultural scene, I think he covered a little bit of it, right? I mean, you have Rangashankara, obviously, where you have plays and stuff like that,
Yes.
right? And what's the one near town hall? What is that?
Town hall. I do not know what you're referring to.
That Ravindra Kalakshetra.
Ravindra Kar. And there is Chitrakala Parishad.
Chitrakala Parishad.
That is in
Right. You have art
Kumara.
exhibitions and stuff like that there. So yeah.
Bangalore
again,
has been an art and culture place
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
there is a huge, Carnatic side to Bangalore also that is not so popular. But then I don't think I'm equipped enough to talk much about it.
Yeah. As you can see, we were just like going to the Hindi places, getting some listening to some rock music.
Mm.
So very different audience.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of art and cultural stuff also here.
Mm. Yep. Yeah. So it is not a Bangalore thing, but what about the dating scene in Bangalore? Like you lived in different times we are. I'm in my early 20s and he's like mid 30s. 30s or like
30s is being charitable to me.
Yes, exactly. I understand this when people call you younger. Also, it's a problem because
Yeah. But anyway, so I have been off the scene for God knows how long. So I don't know anything. I only have second-hand stories that I can share.
Okay.
Right, but
I mean,
yeah,
what happened in your days and what is happening now?
in our days?
Yeah.
In our
Your days is
you
like
just
7,
met
8 years.
normal people in real life.
Okay.
Right? I mean, you didn't swipe right and stuff like that. I don't even know what that is.
Mm.
Right? Yeah, and you didn't have a checklist of things, right? I mean, you just met and got
If
to
you
know
vibe.
people, understood people, and then figured, okay, if they're a psycho or if there's someone you want to be with, right? So it was very real world. I mean, it was very organic. Today, I feel like it's crazy, man. I don't know if I was a young person, how I would have a real relationship, right? Because I think sex has become easy, but relationships are hard, really hard.
Yeah.
Because it's endless amount of choice, right? I mean, for both sexes.
Yeah.
And you can't pick someone by flipping through a magazine, which is essentially what all of these apps are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I just have a lot of thoughts about this, but
We'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think reminiscing my time of which is a good 10 years after his of dating and all was Cafe Coffee Day.
Oh
Our
yeah,
time
of
was
course.
the Cafe Coffee Day.
Yeah,
time.
that was my first date place. Actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
CCD.
nice.
Yeah.
CCD and
Yeah.
I think the CBD schools they had in Level Road Cafe Coffee Day. We called it LCD.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a date place. So your first date would usually be there in a CCD with 150 rupee coffee. And you were
Good God.
yeah.
By the way, shout out to Cafe Coffee Day. Okay, the first guy. I mean, he talked about price inelasticity.
Yeah.
The first guy who somehow convinced Bangaloreans to pay 30, 40, 50 bucks, $100 for a coffee.
Yes.
Trust me. I mean, you talk about marketing. I would put that among the top 5 marketing miracles of
Agreed.
all time.
Okay.
Of all time, right?
None of the new coffee places, Sapco.
Dude, but think about it, right? I mean, he is convincing a coffee drinking population that gets this amazing coffee for $10
Correct.
to pay I think cold coffee when I paid was around $30, I think.
Oh wow.
Right? I mean, so that's way back when. The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
outlet was in Indranagar, CMS Road.
Then I used to go, it was 110 and things
Yeah.
like that. So 10 years post.
Difference, age
Yeah.
difference, but still,
Yeah.
right? $30 was a lot.
Exactly.
That time, right?
Because that
coffee
time
was
5
not 10 that
rupees,
time, it was
5,
5 that
10.
time.
Yeah.
So $30, $35, $100, right? So that was a lot. So coffee day, fantastic. And the tagline also was a lot can happen over coffee.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So
Amazing. I think it
amazing
introduced Bangalore to a huge concept
yeah.
that today has met, the seeds of it.
We take
were
it for
so-
granted today, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we just take it for granted there are cafes and everything, but
No,
I don't
no,
know. I don't
correct,
know
correct.
where people used to hang out before CCD actually.
Exactly.
Where would you go?
I really don't know. I really don't know. Airlines, Lakeview.
Yeah.
I guess.
But then what do you do if you're done with the ice cream, right?
Yes,
Or done with the dosa? You can't hang around there.
Yeah, yeah.
Somehow this just hanging around, right? CCD was the pioneer actually.
Yeah, agreed. So
Nice.
dating back then was CCD. And
Okay.
that was a huge vibe. And
Did you have these mixers with the girls' school and all of that?
Yes,
Yeah.
socials. They were called socials.
What
Oh,
happens?
man.
So, most of the,
So you have a
English
sister school,
schools-
Okay.
So Baldwin boys had Baldwin girls.
Okay.
Cotton
Cotton
boys.
boys had cotton girls, and
Yes.
so on. And it's non-co-ed, right?
Yeah.
But this one day,
Mm-hmm.
Before
Okay.
you
there will be
graduate.
a huge build-up before you graduate, and then both the
Schools will-
schools get together.
And
Okay.
it was like
It'll be
a
like a
proper
social
colonial ball is how
Yeah.
I would call it. Where they would play nice music and it's a ball dance. You would ask a girl for a dance, and or the girl would come and ask you
Nice.
either or. And it was a very formal event where everyone's wearing a suit The girls are dressed up in gowns. It's the first time we are wearing proper suits. It's the first time they are wearing proper gowns. Very interesting back then. And now I think girls and guys wear suits and gowns. Very young. But back then that was our first
That was
time.
interesting. Interesting
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
I think one thing I wanted to mention, going back to your previous question about what else in Bangalore. I think Bangalore has a huge fan base for sports. I think we love RCB and BFC both.
Yeah.
No matter how bad they perform, either or.
Forever heartbreak, right?
Forever heartbreak.
14 seasons. Heartbreak.
There was a recent report about how people who support RCB go into depression, which is so funny. But generally speaking, I think there is no other brand in IPL that has created the fan base.
The highest fan numbers, right, on social media, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
For
highest-
RCB.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
The highest
Cool.
fan numbers, the most merchandise sold. It has
Engagement,
commercial.
etc.
I think Kohli is the one a sports player got the most social following, right? In Instagram.
Possibly, but RCB as a
RCB
club
as a
has
Right,
club.
okay.
perhaps the highest. This
And
one.
same with BFC.
BFC also, Bengaluru
also.
Football Club.
Right, okay.
Shout out to Kunal if he's watching, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
think-
So I did a bunch of work for them. I was involved in that on their digital presence and everything.
Okay, cool.
Way back when,
Mm.
right when they were starting up BFC, right? I'm talking about 2013. I want to say 13 or 14. I want
Then
to say.
JSW.
Right, JSW acquired it. Fantastic. The way they pioneered that football culture here, right? Yeah.
I think there is no other city in India I have seen that has this, vibe for sports. No matter, again, awards kept aside because we have none.
Even the BFC
But it's
also.
about the vibe.
No,
It's
BFC
about the vibe.
It's
That's
about
it.
the vibe, yeah. BFC performs much better than RCB
Yeah.
in terms of numbers. That's good. But generally speaking, it's the vibe. You'll see Container always filled when BFC matches are going on. You'll see RCB people just going mad about RCB. And it's not about a player, it's not Kohli or anyone. I think it's just like, the homeliness of sports that I think Bangalore has created.
Yeah. Agree.
Yep.
I think that was a very useful addition.
Yep. And I'll end this episode with this note. Have we done? Or do we need to add any more points?
I think we covered pretty much.
Yeah.
I let people live some of this also,
Yes.
right? I mean, it's like too much information.
We cannot summarize
Yeah.
Bangalore
Yeah.
more than
Maybe
this.
we should do like a couple of follow-ups afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Maybe
yeah.
then you'll have some. Then you'll have some information to share on the dating scene also. Right?
Yes.
Some from your experience.
Yes. Okay. I don't want to talk about that. Okay, finally. Yes, I'll end this with this note. I have lived in 4 places till now. I'm 22, but lived in 4 places. But from wherever I lived, Bangalore is most welcoming and the place I really like at this point. I have this ability or habit to like the place or enjoy the place wherever I go. And now I'm enjoying Bangalore
Dude,
the fullest.
You're not going to go back to some Thoothukudi after this, okay? And say that it's better than Bangalore. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I won't
For
say it's
God's
better than
sakes.
Bangalore, but
Yeah.
You
I
won't even-
love Thoothukudi for Thoothukudi,
I'll tell
right?
you this, you won't even go back to Chennai and say it's better than Bangalore.
Agree.
Maybe, yeah,
No
right?
offense to all the Chennai folks, but yeah. So Bangalore has that quality of taking in people and making it home for them, because. And in all seriousness, okay, I mean, I meet so many people, right, such diverse backgrounds. I mean, my wife is from Bihar, for example, right? I mean, they just become Bangalorean,
Yes, very true.
So I think there is this, I don't know, very intrinsic quality about the city that it absorbs people into its own fold, So, yeah.
Yeah, we are most welcoming city, and I'm loving and enjoying it the fullest at this point now, and also getting grilled by these 2 Bangaloreans for being Tamilian.
No, no.
I mean,
Yeah,
not
I'm
really,
I'm a
but
Yeah.
Gujarati, but yeah, I'm a
And,
Bangalorean, yes.
30% of, I think 20 or 30% of Bangaloreans are Tamils.
Exactly.
yeah,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
So,
We're the closest to Tamil Nadu. It's literally I'm going to go to Electronic City after this. 2 more steps and I go to Tamil Nadu.
Yeah,
That's all it
exactly.
is.
Just to get the firecrackers from Hosur and everything.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay. Hosur is it famous for firecrackers or what?
Yeah. There is one small town before Hosur that comes where
Okay,
firecrackers
okay.
are sold the most.
Right.
Every
Cheapest.
Bangalorean, cheapest. Every
You go and
Bangalorean
get
goes-
cartons of it. basically.
Okay, what's the name?
I know that it's on the Hosur road. I don't remember the name. And
Okay,
Hosur
cool.
road, main road, during Diwali you go there, you'll find
Yeah.
firecrackers. Any time of the year you'll find,
Hopefully.
but Diwali you will.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, finally, bye bye. See you.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Roshan, for the space, and thank you both of you for
Thank
doing
you
this.
for the book.
Yep.
Very nice
Yes.
book.
And we spoke about biryani pups with the Yogi's book. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yep.
And also, very good chat. Good hosting, dude. Fantastic. Nice questions.
Okay.
Yeah.